Well, I read another mystery novel. This one is a classic. It's called Laura by Vera Caspary. And it says Femme Fatales. It's the Femme Fatales books. It's not, Laura is not really a femme fatale. I don't remember the movie that well. Of course, I saw the movie a couple of times probably, and it's been years. So I'm really going to talk about the novel, but except that the movie, according to the essay at the end of the book here, Caspary was not happy with the Laura of the Otto Preminger movie, which came out, 1944. The book is from 1942. And Otto Preminger wanted to make a movie of it and made a movie of it. It was a big hit movie. Gene Tierney played Laura, and Dana Andrews played the cop. And it actually, I liked the movie because it brought Clifton Webb to stardom, and I quite like Clifton Webb as a movie actor, and he made a lot of really good movies after that as kind of an older guy. So, these Mr. Belvedere movies and Cheaper by the Dozen and Titanic and all this stuff that he was into the 50s, I guess even into the 60s, some, I don't know. Anyway, and also Vincent Price is in it. These castings. Lydecker is the character that Clifton Webb plays, and in the movie he is kind of like the Lydecker in here, kind of snooty and all that, but he's fat in the book. And Clifton Webb was the opposite of fat. He was quite thin. So there's that, whatever that's worth. But Vera Caspary was not happy because the Laura in this book is very much a career woman, a self-made career woman, which is what Vera Caspary was herself. I read the little essay at the end, and that was quite interesting because she did not go to college. She went right into working at ad agencies and things like that, and worked her way up to be a writer in that method by being in the field and writing copy and things for advertisements and later stories and so forth, and then eventually several novels and screenplays and things. So she used to work for Hollywood, like Dorothy Parker, who I just talked about a few books back. And they were both, friendly with the Communist Party. I don't think Dorothy Parker ever joined the Communist Party, but according to this, Vera Caspary did join the CP, and apparently separated a little later on, I guess in the 50s, whatever, which a lot of people did, but continued to have this sort of social conscious and give money to causes and things of that sort. So that's, I was talking to a woman today at my work, and I said, it's I kind of like writers who were novelists and so forth who were in the Communist Party in the 30s. I mean, how would you not be in the Communist Party in the 30s? What sort of person would you be if you weren't in the Communist Party in the 30s? So that's kind of my point of view on that. So whatever. So what the book is it's shifting narrators. We hear from Waldo Lydecker first, and then we hear from the policeman Mark, and then we hear from Laura. And there is a murder that involves well, Laura might be murdered, but, well, turns out she's not. So I guess I've sort of given that part away. But apparently the murder weapon was changed. Someone else gets murdered instead. So the murder weapon was changed in the movie again to a shotgun, where in the book it's much more concealed in another sort of object that a fellow might, a gentleman might carry with him all the time. So that was kind of cool, and I would like one of those actually. But so the thing is that what makes it different from the movie is, like, according to this, Preminger didn't think much of Laura as a character because Laura was not given jewels and things by men, which means she was not a successful woman. So he didn't really have the concept in 1945, 44, whatever, when the movie was made, of a successful woman who was something other than attached to a man who's going to be giving her gifts. So that was kind of strange. So, but the whole atmosphere of the novel itself is all about working women. There are two women characters in it who are both working women. Laura herself does work for an ad agency, and this other character who is involved is a model, an artist, art and photography model, and another character, Shelby, which is Vincent Price in the movie, which I didn't really see him as Vincent Price in the book, but anyway, he is also working at the ad agency, and so there's really no women in the book who aren't working women, and everybody's sort of in work and kind of high-end work in New York. So that's the atmosphere of the whole thing. The shifting narrators works nicely. It's really a character study. I mean, that's the most compelling, interesting thing about the book is these characters that she has created. These three characters who are kind of at odds in a certain sense, and the kind of love story that she builds around this sort of mystery, which is solved in the end and all wrapped up rather nicely. And as well, the love story is not quite so wrapped up, but we kind of know where that's going to go. And there's certain talks about what real men are and what other men are. And that came out to me as more of a class thing. Like Shelby is kind of upper class, so he is in a sense not a real man. He's kind of a 33-year-old baby is actually what she refers to. A needy for a mommy kind of baby, which of course we're familiar with male and female relationships. But the cop is more he's not upper class, so he's more a guy who's really salt of the earth, and therefore he's more attractive in those kinds of ways. I decided to read the book because Jerome, what's her name? Jerome something or other. I'll put the link to her movie review of the movie, and I thought, and she did mention the novel and the writer of the novel, and I thought, oh well, I'll read the novel then. So that's what I've done, and I told her that she should sing the song, and I'm going to sing the song for you right now without the guitar. Laura is the face in the misty light, footsteps that you hear down the hall. All right, well, this is Johnny Mercer. It doesn't have anything to do with the movie either. because it says she's only a dream, and she's not only a dream, she's a real person. And the story goes with that is that Johnny Mercer was just given write a song, Laura, for the movie Laura, and had not seen the movie and probably hadn't read the book, didn't know anything about it. But Johnny Mercer, being the craftsman he did, banged out this song, Wider Than a Mile. So I think that's about wrapping it up for Laura. I thought it was pretty good. I got a little, I don't know, I wasn't really all that in the mood reading it, so it was like, okay, all right. But it was pretty interesting, and I don't know, you might want to read it, and or you might not want to read it. But so that's Laura by Vera Caspary, and we'll see what comes up next on my channel. I really don't know. It's going to be a new year. There might be something more this year, and then we'll be on into 2025. 2025. Is this real? I don't know. Anyway.